and you choose either cinnamon rolls, all cinnamon rolls, all apple rolls, or a combo. Now, Sean, my producer, is the combo available in just a 24 count or is it available in the 12 count too? Checking. I just want to make sure I don't misspeak.
In the meantime.
It is available in both, I'm told. All right, now Jimmy is their original scratch baker. He has 30 years experience.
30.
Doing this kind of baking, and you started at the tender age of 2.
That's right.
This is your very popular cinnamon roll. Welcome back, sir.
Thank you, sir. So this is the dough. It's all about the dough here. It's the stuff that we did in my original stores up in Yorktown Heights, New York, for those of you who remember. And we used to make cinnamon rolls by the score. We would make the dough today. We'd keep that dough in the refrigerator for 1 or 2 or 3, even 3 days. What does that do? It gets you this. It gets you fermented, right? Dough that just rises slowly. It gets like cake. This is a work. This I love what my staff is doing here. I'm always pleasantly surprised the way this roll holds up to the microwave, the cinnamon and the brown sugar. The funny thing is I'm around this all day. I don't know why. It smells so much more now that I'm right over it. It smells great.
It does smell good.
30 seconds in the microwave. Peel all the paper off. Take the wrapper off. Take the outer brown wrapper off. Microwave 20, minimum 20, maximum 30 seconds. Put the icing on top, and you've got yourself a hot cinnamon roll right now.
Now the icing, is it a cream cheese icing?
It's a cream cheese icing, and there's always a story with Jimmy the Baker, as you know, and this is a mistake. When we first made this, it was, think of a red velvet cream cheese icing, okay? So I actually ran out of powdered sugar, and I ran to the supermarket to go get some, but my staff didn't know it, and they iced it on the cinnamon roll. So it was, this is less sweet than a regular icing, and it ended up complementing the roll really well. So we stuck with it.
Because the roll's a little sweeter, so
Yes.
if you made the icing just as sweet, then you have something very sweet.
Right.
Now we have both cinnamon and we have apple rolls. I think both these are cinnamon.
These are cinnamon, okay. So the apple rolls are filled with apple jam. So what we did was, now this is not, by the way, apple pie in a bun. This is apple jam. So by popular request, I'd have to say between the cherry, the raspberry, all that, I keep getting requests for apple jam rolls. So we figured this holiday season, we're going to bring you a choice of the apple, a kinder, gentler roll. Same deal with the dough. It is fermented nice and long and slow. And then we have the apple jam going in, not overly sweet. So if you're someone who finds a cinnamon roll really decadent, which it is, this is something you could serve Christmas morning, holiday morning, whatever it is, to your guests, to yourself, and not be killer sweet.
I did pass off one of the apple rolls so they could heat it.
Okay, gotcha.
All right, so that is on the way. All these are baked in paper liners. Why a paper liner?
So it's the same deal as we do with the coffee cake. You'll notice the great thing about this paper is it doesn't conduct heat, as you've heard me say. And what we love about that is when you look at the side of the roll, you can see there's no seared edges. It's not like if I bake that in a pan, it could end up getting crusty or dry on the outside. When we bake these in sheets, everybody wanted the center piece. They didn't want the end, they didn't want the corner. So what we did was we found this paper out of Italy. We bake our crumb cake in it, we bake our rolls in it. Next year there's a few more surprises coming your way, but I love this paper.
Rachel, did you want some cinnamon roll while it's warm? We're heating up an apple one right away.
Oh, amazing.
So this is the one, this is the baby you want right there.
Oh,
About an hour left of this price. This is a one-time only value price. You have until 4:59 p.m. Eastern time to get this deal.
This is a big bite.
Cinnamon. Does it disappoint?
So good. Creamy, delicious.
And every part of the roll is like the center.
My favorite.
Because it's cooked in paper.
Wow.
Now, if you want the 12 count in the apple roll, $700. If you want the cinnamon in the 12 count, $400. If you want the apple in the 24 count, or a combo in the 12 count, I'm sorry, $2,000. Now, if you want the 24 count, apple, $140, cinnamon, 6 dozen, combo, $700. And auto delivery is available as well. Auto delivery is every 90 days for 1 year. Now, we brought out an hot apple.
I haven't tried the apple yet.
I haven't either.
So What I like about this apple is, like I said, kinder, gentler roll, not as sweet. It has got apple jam inside, and you'll see that it's not
You first.
overly filled. And I did that intentionally because all of you requested, say, hey, I might want something with morning tea, or I'm gifting this to someone who doesn't like something really sweet. What do you have? So that's when we came up with the apple jam roll. And by the way, speaking of gifting, I have to say that the cinnamon roll has been a 12-year tradition on QVC of gifting is like nobody's business. The build to ship tos that I see is amazing.
Now, everybody loves apple. So, Miss
Yes.
Rose, you want to try apple?
I'm gonna try it.
I think I want to try apple, too.
Little buttery, a little bit jammy,
Oh,
not
wow.
overly cinnamon, very light, very delicate. That's what I wanted. I'm listening
You're
to a
exactly
QVC
right.
customer who says, love all your sweet
Yes.
stuff. I want.
Really different, but in a
But
great,
not like
great
apple
way.
pie.
No.
There's
Fresh.
definitely an apple presence there, but it's not as forward.
Yes.
So
It's
you
a
get
lot of
all the
brightness.
flavors.
Brightness to it is
It's
a
a
really
gen-
great
really,
way to
I
describe
really
it.
wanted something gentle so that you can eat half a roll
Boy, is that good.
and be satisfied and not have something overly sweet. Now again, if you're sending this to people who want something really decadent, the cinnamon roll, I think it's at 12 years. I think it's 12
I
years.
know
now.
how
It's
good the cinnamon roll
perfect.
is,
It's 12
and it
years.
is
Every year during
unbelievably
Christmas.
good. But that apple roll is lovely.
Yes.
Right.
Oh my great! And is that also cream cheese icing?
Yes, I might recommend a combination because you can please all of your guests. And again, freeze, great. It's plenty of time for Christmas as I understand it. You can send these out. You can put these in your freezer. You know what, David? I think I had someone call me up and say they found one of these in their chest freezer from last year. They heated it up and they said it was just fine. So I don't recommend 1 year in your chest freezer, but they freeze really well. Keep a few in your refrigerator. Keep a few in your freezer. Yes, if you want to freeze the cream cheese, you can do that.
Let me update you on what's available because we've had one of our choices sell out. Now, the 12 count in the cinnamon rolls, 200. 12 count in the apple roll, 600. 12 count in the combo, 1,700. Now, the 24 count in the cinnamon roll is gone.
Wow.
24 count in the apple roll, 125, and the 24 count in the combo, 600 remain. We are very, very, I mean, you can't go wrong. I mean, spin a wheel, throw a dart. I mean, hello. Cinnamon roll.
Look at that. I mean,
that is fresh out of the heat.
it's not like, you know,
And
like
then-
I keep
now, Jimmy
saying,
is a fan of putting the icing on after
afterwards.
it's heated.
So if you're really kooky, you can put it on before and it really gets gooey. But what we really worked hard on is, remember, we're putting a cinnamon roll in a microwave. We want you to have a hot cinnamon roll when you get home. So that roll has got to be able to stand up to the heat and still eat like cake, like moist cake. And bless my crew, I'm seeing that goo on the bottom. There's not a dry cinnamon roll here. This is full of filling. So when you serve this to your guests or you gift this to whoever, I don't believe that they're not going to be disappointed. This is a memorable eating event, as I like to say.
These are individually cello wrapped.
Correct.
So you can freeze them very easily. You can transport them very easily. You can gift them very easily. Now, shall we try the apple again?
The apple again, I have to say, I was on the bakery floor, they were making these, and they were too hot to try.
This apple
But
is out of this
I can
world.
smell that jam. That is really good stuff.
Okay, first of all, it's so soft, it nearly falls apart.
Yes. 20 to 30 seconds in the microwave will give you plenty of flavor. And I bet you this eats just as good. Some people may choose not to put icing on.
I mean, you can. I mean, why
can.
gild the lily? I
Right.
mean, you can do that
That's
if you want
true.
to. And people are saying, is it like apple pie? No. Is there an apple presence? Yes.
Apple jam. Apple jam.
Is
which
it more like an
melts-
apple Danish? Yes.
Getting close. Getting close. Because it melts into the dough just like I wanted to. We have great apple filling, which we
This
made.
is so good.
So again,
oh
kindly,
my
gently.
gracious. For holiday morning,
Man,
with a hot cup of coffee or tea or a cold glass of milk,
there's nothing wrong with slicing these and putting them on in your pan, similar to like French toast.
with lots of melted butter.
There you go. So you get melted butter, you fire up that pan, you put this right in, the apple jam in particular.
And then when it's hot, you smear a little of that icing on there,
Right.
just for fun. Why not? I mean, you could eat them without the icing.
you
but-
could eat them without the icing.
But it's there.
So, but I'm
You
really
get
loving
2
what I
tubs
see
of the
here.
icing with 12 count. You
Right.
get 4 tubs with the 24 count.
That's correct.
Yes. And this icing will freeze very nicely. So it arrives frozen. So you can transfer that right to your freezer. You get 4 with the 24 count, you get 12, or you get 2 with the 12 count.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Plenty of icing, although there is a movement among us for us to do an airing just with icing, which I believe the world has gone mad. But I have to say my phone rings about once a week with someone who wants to just buy icing. I want to go over that person's house. Sounds like a fun place to be.
Might be a good idea as you look to the future to do a mixed berry. What do you think?
I think I have some work to do. Remember the whole apple cider thing?
Berry.
How many weekends was that?
No, it was. So I'm giving you plenty of notice.
I have 10 seconds left. May I say, this might
Please.
be my last airing of the year, not sure, but if I do, I have to say thank you to everybody.
Oh,
you
my.
have made our bakery jump for joy. I want to say thank you to everybody for all your kind words and all your feedback.
And thank you for the kind, wonderful, yummy, delicious treats.
And
that
I
you bring
love
to
this
QVC.
man. I
Oh,
truly
you are
do.
awesome.
Thank
we
you.
appreciate you. All right, now, a one-time only value, only available at this price while supplies last or until the end of the show, whichever comes first. Now, Miss Rachel, you have some